What's up, guys? It's October 1st, 2025. We have 2 months left in the year. Well, 3 months if you count the days in October, but time is flying. I would really like to encourage everyone to start thinking about what your plans are for the end of 2026 and how you can catch some momentum going into 2026. I've kind of signed off on 2025 and prepping for a strong 2026. I was talking to some friends that are in the trading world, and I just think it'd be a good idea just to have a plan. Like maybe you start out with you get one account, you follow one system, get the payout, you get another account, you follow that same system, and you continue to stack. And then for me, what it really is, I'm sprinting. I'm gonna make a sprint to $20,000 and $25,000, which is gonna require me to have. I'm probably gonna have to work not a real 9 to 5 and trade the London session if I can get hired at 9 to 5. And by that, I can, because once I make $25,000, there's option plays that I can do that will supplement the 9 to 5 income. So I've got this job that I'm doing right now. I'm training. I'll turn that into a weekend job, get the 9 to 5. Then I'll start scalping the London session going into 2026 if I can get five to 9 to 5. And amongst other things, I do have that robot trading the forex markets that's it's finally turned a profit. I haven't got a payout yet because I have to get through a certain threshold, but it's climbed out of a drawdown. So that tells me everything that the robot can climb out of a drawdown. I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna build up my automated robot, whatever you want to call it, that was paid for. I did not build it. I paid for it. And then I'm gonna work on my options account, sprint to $25,000, and probably go start traveling because that's it. That is it. I'm here. I have the system. I need the funds to just really be secure and start having fun. And I think I can accomplish all this by the end of 2026. So, I would really, if you guys are in the Discord, you're going to start hearing me talk about plans and goals and how to hit them because we all need to have plans if we're going to be trading, plans to take profits, plans to, yeah, I still want to do this breakdown. We're getting close to the end of the year. I told myself a long time ago, if I can't scale it, I'm not going to touch it. And trading is very scalable. Having a robot trade is very scalable. Options is very scalable. Futures is very scalable. So think about what you're doing. Think about how you can scale your actions so we can all quit the rat race. Maybe place 1 or 2 trades a week, make a few 15, 20,000 bucks and go party in Italy, wherever you guys want. But anyways, what a day. I was looking at this chart. I was looking at the daily chart today. Sold off and then rallied. We made a new high. The S&P's at an all-time high. Very crazy to see. Let's talk about the setup. This is the weekly chart becoming a strong bull bar. So we have 3 bars, pull back, and now we're creating a new high. So bulls are getting their measured move target. Bear short down here, and they're trapped. Look, see guys, the setup is great. This is the setup I trade. This is the setup I talk about. Bear short down here, they're trapped. They're going to short more up here, covering on resistance. Look, 50% pullback. They get out a break even and the market rallies. So the bears have made their 1 hour target. The bulls have made their 1 hour target, which would be right around here or right around here. Oh, wait, did I say that right? Yeah. And now they're even going to make 1.5 and go on to make maybe more 2, 3 hour. We don't know. Again, I do like to make these kind of quick now. I think I'm getting good results with making them a little bit faster. We had a bull trend today. Gap down, bar 1, big bull bar closing on its high. It's a reversal bar, and at the same time, it's breakout bar. Bar 2 and 3, good follow through. We don't have a gap. It's a what is it called? A micro. It's called some tick gap. There's a name for that. A zero height gap. That's what it's called. That's when there's no gap, but there's like the tails are touching, and there's like maybe a 1 tick distance. Bar 4, big bear bar closing on its low. At this point in time, we're in a trading range, right into support. It's a bad short. If you guys took that short, you're gonna have to exit very quickly as you see 5 start to turn up. You see some bears did short there. Get an opportunity to get out break even. So bears that shorted the low of 5 can short the high of 6 to get out break even very quickly. That causes the market to rally. Bar 7 again sells off. Bears think that bar 4 is gonna get a leg down, but in trading ranges, second leg traps are very common. leg one, pull back, leg two, second leg trap, testing the breakout point from yesterday, and we start the rally. So this got a leg one, pull back, leg two. Bar 8, small bear bar. It's closing on its high, so it has bullish tendencies. Then we see a nice rally, bar 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. There is a gap, and gaps happen at support and resistance. This one happened right above the EMA. So bears are trapped that are trying to short the high, the sell zone of bar 4. Market rallies. Then we have a first pullback, 14, 15, and 16. The pullback starts at the high of 14 and ends at the pullback actually. So the pullback is here. And then it rallies again, higher low, second leg trap. The best the bears can do is get a trading range. Market rallies again, 17, 18, rally, pulls back. So leg one, pull back with 2, pull back with 3. We go sideways. 21. 21 is an inside bar. 22 is an inside bar, but there's a lot of bullish pressure above the EMA. Market gets another rally. 23 through 28. Gap here, and gap here. Three gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bull bars in a row. Shot to get second leg. Again, I didn't trade this. I'm not gonna be able to trade for about a week, I think. But here, nice rally. Pulls back, hits the 50% mark, and then goes beyond 1R. Same situation for here. Bears short down here, the short up here. Buy back shorts, you make 1R, at least 1R. Bears short the low of 22, they short the high of 29. Market sells off. It goes sideways, it doesn't really sell off. And on this pullback, there's 3 legs down. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. Right at the 50% mark, and then the market rallies. Makes a new high. At this point in time, if I was trading my system, I would try and get in, but I would be done for the day because it never actually pulls back to the 50% mark until it becomes too late. Market goes sideways into the EMA, 41, 42, sells off and then rallies. Nice reversal bar, closing on its high, safe by the close. Immediate follow, well, small tail on 44, 43, but for the most part, it's immediate follow through. Nice bull bar closing on its high, far away from the close of 42. So bulls are trying to buy the high, and they're even holding. Some bulls are taking profits, but some bulls are willing to hold for a bigger move because they know that this entire structure can get its own second leg, and it does. Measure it. This again, today was a trend day, so this only happens about one day of the month, and we got that on the first day of the month. They don't get 1-to-1. They get about 75% of the first leg. Rally, pull back on 44, and then you could buy, maybe you fade 44 and you make 1R. You make more than 1R if your stop is below. Have I been saying? Yeah, but if you put a stop below 42, 43, and you scalp here, you can hold shallow pullback. All these bear bars have tails, so there's bullish tendencies. They just close bearish because they open at their highs. Market rallies again, 53 through 59, and then we go sideways. You could fade. I think this is a hard fade. If you're looking to buy the close again, scalp it. You go for 1R of the size of bar 59. Stop below here, stop or here, but that's a wide stop. And then you scalp out maybe 1.5R. We have another rally, 60 through 64. Bulls that buy here are going to buy more lower because they're trapped. They bought here, and then 65 traps them, so they buy lower, and then they get out their original target. And that's how double tops are created. Now there's enough selling pressure. Bears get a micro channel down, 68 through 71. 72, 73 look like a pullback. Late in the day, I think it's okay to stop trading. Milking this trend. Very good day for you guys. Leg 1, pullback leg 2, pullback leg 3. We gotta sell the close, which is I was kind of surprised. But then again, what's the market cycle? Breakout, channel, 2 to 3 legs higher, and then trading range. So if this is the last place bears got technically this is the last place bears got trapped. You can see it broke out. So now this is gonna be the bearish target. Target there, here, here, here. So in terms of 50% pullbacks, not too many trades today. There's only 2, 1, and 2. But if you were a buy the close trader, you could buy any bar. You could buy a bear bar and hold for 2 to 3 times the target, or you could buy a bull bar and hold. It's a trend day. All the setups, all good trend setups, generally going to work. So keep that in mind. But yeah, and anyways, guys, let me know what your plans are for 2026. You know, maybe hit me up in Discord because the more you talk about them, the more it's going to come to fruition. It will come. You know, I was talking to a buddy, and he just randomly called me up the other day, And then I was like, wait a minute, started changing my mind about a few things, and now I'm gonna gun for like 20, 25K, and I pretty much don't ever have to work again. It's a little bit of sacrifice for 6, 7 months for a lifetime of, and that's not including futures. This is all with options, and I'm not gonna be trading. I'm gonna be selling options, selling option premiums and collecting selling options and collecting the premium. That's the plan, while my robot is running. And yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing on the futures because I'm gonna start trading a little bit bigger with the futures too. I'm tired of trading small. You guys have a good one. Thank you for your time, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.